The average American visits Chick-fil-A 38 times per year. That's nearly once a week of trusting those red and white signs, smiling team members, and that promise of fresh, quality chicken. But behind the perky attitude and clean restaurants lies a menu designed more for profit margins than your satisfaction. Some items on that menu are genuine gems, perfectly crafted, reasonably priced, and worth every calorie. Others? Overpriced disappointments wrapped in clever marketing, designed to separate you from your money while delivering surprisingly little value. A former Chick-fil-A corporate trainer recently shared on Reddit that the company has what they call profit drivers, menu items specifically engineered to maximize revenue per customer. These aren't necessarily the items they're most proud of. They're the ones that cost the least to make but sell for the highest margins. Today, we're pulling back the curtain on both sides of that equation. The 5 items you should avoid at all costs, and the 5 that represent genuine value and satisfaction. Hit that subscribe button because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to navigate that menu like an insider. Let's start with what seems like the healthy choice, the grilled chicken sandwich. At $5.85, it sounds reasonable for a healthier option. But here's what Chick-fil-A doesn't want you to know. This sandwich is a masterclass in disappointment disguised as wellness. First, the flavor. Multiple taste tests, including a comprehensive review by food scientists at the University of Georgia, found that Chick-fil-A's grilled chicken ranks among the blandest in the fast food industry. The marinade, which the company claims adds flavor, is primarily salt water with minimal herbs. One former kitchen manager described the grilling process. We'd get these pre-marinated breasts that looked promising, but after hitting the grill, they'd come out dry and flavorless. We'd joke that they tasted like chicken-flavored cardboard. The texture is equally problematic. Unlike their famous pressure-fried chicken, which stays juicy, the grilled version suffers from what food scientists call moisture migration. The high heat of the grill causes the proteins to contract rapidly, squeezing out moisture and leaving you with what essentially amounts to expensive chicken jerky. Chick-fil-A's waffle fries are undeniably delicious. The unique waffle shape holds seasoning perfectly. They have an ideal crispy to fluffy ratio, and they're genuinely one of the better fries in fast food. But here's the problem. You're getting robbed on portion size, and the math is shocking. A medium order of waffle fries costs $2.65 and weighs approximately 4 ounces. Compare that to McDonald's medium fries at $2.39 for 4.1 ounces. Or even better, Five Guys regular fries at $3.06 for nearly 6 ounces. You're paying premium prices for below-average portions. But the real issue isn't just the weight, it's the actual number of fries. The waffle shape, while great for holding seasoning, means each individual fry takes up more space while containing less potato. A food blogger who counted fries across multiple visits found that a medium Chick-fil-A order contains an average of 73 individual pieces, while a comparable McDonald's order contains 87 pieces. Former employees have shared that the waffle fries are actually one of the highest margin items on the menu. The unique shape allows them to use less potato per serving while charging more. The seasoning, while tasty, is also applied inconsistently. Multiple customer complaints and employee testimonials reveal that the seasoning distribution varies wildly, depending on who's working the fryer and how busy the restaurant is. Waffle fries have a shorter optimal serving window than regular fries due to their shape. They go from crispy to soggy faster. And once they're soggy, they're significantly less appealing than regular fries. If you're unlucky enough to get fries that have been sitting for more than 10 minutes, you're essentially paying premium prices for expensive potato disappointment. This one might surprise you. Chick-fil-A's mac and cheese looks innocent enough, a simple side dish that seems like a reasonable indulgence. But the nutritional reality is shocking, and the ingredient list reads more like a chemistry experiment than comfort food. A medium serving contains 540 calories. To put that in perspective, that's more calories than their original chicken sandwich at 440 calories. You're essentially eating a full meal's worth of calories in what you think is a side dish. But it gets worse. Those 540 calories come with 31 grams of fat and 1,400 milligrams of sodium. That's more than half your daily sodium limit in a single side. The ingredient list is equally concerning. Instead of the simple cheese, milk, and pasta you'd expect, Chick-fil-A's version contains over 30 ingredients, including multiple preservatives, artificial colors, and stabilizers. The cheese is actually a blend of processed cheese products, whey protein concentrate, and something called natural flavor, which can legally contain dozens of different chemical compounds. A former kitchen worker revealed the preparation process as, "It comes in these huge bags, pre-made and frozen. We just heat it up in these steam tables. There's nothing fresh about it. The pasta is overcooked and mushy, and the cheese sauce is basically processed cheese soup." But perhaps most concerning is the value proposition. At $3.25 for a medium serving, you're paying 60 cents per ounce for what amounts to reheated frozen mac and cheese. You could buy a family-size box of Kraft mac and cheese for $1.50 and make 4 servings that taste better and contain fewer artificial ingredients. The texture is another major issue. Multiple food reviewers have noted that Chick-fil-A's mac and cheese has an oddly gummy consistency. This is due to the stabilizers and thickening agents used to keep it from separating during the reheating process. Real mac and cheese should be creamy, not gummy. The Cobb Salad represents everything wrong with fast food marketing. It's positioned as the healthy option, complete with fresh greens, grilled chicken, and colorful vegetables. But the nutritional reality is shocking. This healthy salad contains more calories, fat, and sodium than a Big Mac. At 830 calories with the avocado lime ranch dressing, the Cobb Salad is one of the highest calorie items on the entire menu. That's more calories than their spicy Deluxe sandwich and Waffle Fries combined. The fat content is equally staggering. 61 grams, which is nearly your entire daily recommended intake. But the real problem isn't just the calories, it's the deceptive nature of how those calories are delivered. The salad appears healthy because it's mostly vegetables, but the majority of the calories come from processed additions, bacon bits, cheese, and that ranch dressing that contains more ingredients than some entire meals. A nutritionist who analyzed the salad noted that the vegetable portion, the actual healthy part, represents less than 200 calories of the total. Everything else is processed additions designed to make vegetables palatable to fast food customers who don't actually want to eat healthy food. At over $9, you're paying premium prices for what amounts to expensive lettuce with processed toppings. You could make a significantly healthier and more satisfying salad at home for less than half the cost, using fresher ingredients and controlling the calorie content. Former employees have revealed that the Cobb Salad has one of the longest assembly times of any menu item, which means it's often sitting partially assembled for extended periods. The lettuce wilts, the chicken dries out, and the overall quality degrades significantly. While the salad looks substantial, the actual protein content is relatively small, just 4 ounces of chicken spread across a large bed of lettuce. You're paying for volume, not substance. If the grilled chicken sandwich is disappointing, the grilled nuggets are a complete disaster. At $5.59 for an 8-count, they represent perhaps the worst value proposition on the entire Chick-fil-A menu, and the taste experience is equally disappointing. The fundamental problem is that nuggets, by their very nature, are supposed to be bite-sized pieces of juicy chicken with a satisfying exterior. Grilled nuggets eliminate everything that makes nuggets appealing, while keeping all the problems of Chick-fil-A's grilled chicken preparation. Each nugget is essentially a small piece of dry, flavorless chicken that's been grilled to the point of resembling rubber. Multiple taste tests have found that they have a texture more similar to dog treats than food intended for human consumption. The lack of breading means there's no textural contrast, no satisfying crunch, just dry protein that requires significant effort to chew. The marinade, which Chick-fil-A claims adds flavor, is barely detectable. Food scientists who analyzed the nuggets found that the marinade penetrates less than 2 millimeters into the meat, meaning the vast majority of each nugget is completely unseasoned. But the value proposition is where things get truly offensive. 8 grilled nuggets contain approximately 3.2 ounces of chicken. That means you're paying $1.75 per ounce for low-quality protein. Compare that to buying chicken breast at the grocery store. Even organic free-range chicken breast costs less than 50 cents per ounce. A former employee described the preparation process. The grilled nuggets were the worst part of working the grill. They'd stick to the grill plates, they'd dry out if you looked at them wrong, and customers would constantly complain about them. We'd joke that they were like little chicken erasers. The nutritional profile is equally disappointing. While they're lower in calories than regular nuggets, they're also significantly lower in satisfaction. Studies have shown that satisfaction per calorie is a crucial factor in feeling full and satisfied after a meal. Grilled nuggets score poorly on this metric, meaning you're likely to still feel hungry after eating them. The sauce situation makes things even worse. Because the nuggets are so dry and flavorless, you're essentially forced to use multiple sauce packets to make them palatable. This adds both cost and calories, defeating the supposed health benefits of choosing grilled over fried. Now let's hear about the 5 items you absolutely should order. While everyone talks about the chicken sandwich, the chicken biscuit is quietly one of the best values on the entire Chick-fil-A menu. At a price of $3, it delivers everything that makes Chick-fil-A great. Perfectly seasoned fried chicken, a buttery biscuit, and a combination that's both satisfying and reasonably priced. The biscuit itself is made fresh throughout the morning, and unlike many fast food breakfast items, it actually tastes homemade. The texture is flaky on the outside, tender on the inside, with just enough butter to complement the chicken without overwhelming it. The chicken breast used in the breakfast sandwich is the same high-quality protein used in their regular sandwiches, but the smaller portion size makes it more affordable while still being satisfying. At 460 calories, it's a substantial breakfast that will keep you full until lunch without breaking your calorie budget. A former employee revealed why the chicken biscuit is such good value. Breakfast items have lower labor costs because we're not as busy, and the biscuits are made in larger batches. Corporate prices them to drive morning traffic, so they're actually priced below what they could charge. The flavor combination is perfect. The salty, seasoned chicken pairs beautifully with the slightly sweet, buttery biscuit. It's comfort food that doesn't feel heavy or greasy, and it's substantial enough to serve as a complete meal. Nutritionally, it's well balanced for a fast food breakfast. The protein content is substantial, the carbohydrates provide sustained energy, and the fat content, while present, isn't excessive. Compare it to a McDonald's sausage McMuffin at 400 calories, 25 grams of fat, or a Starbucks breakfast sandwich at 350 calories, 18 grams of fat, and the chicken biscuit offers more protein and better satisfaction. The consistency is also excellent. Unlike some menu items that vary significantly in quality, the chicken biscuit is remarkably consistent across locations and times of day. The preparation is simple enough that it's hard to mess up, but sophisticated enough to be genuinely satisfying. The consistency is also excellent. Unlike some menu items that vary significantly in quality, the chicken biscuit is remarkably consistent across locations and times of day. In a world of generic fast food beverages, Chick-fil-A's Frosted Lemonade stands out as something genuinely unique and worthwhile. At $3.75 for a medium, it's positioned as a premium beverage, but the quality and uniqueness justify the price. The Frosted Lemonade is essentially a lemonade milkshake, tart, creamy, and refreshing in a way that no other fast food chain offers. The balance between the tartness of real lemon juice and the creaminess of their vanilla ice cream creates a flavor profile that's both familiar and surprising. What makes it special is the quality of the ingredients. Unlike many fast food beverages that rely heavily on artificial flavors and high fructose corn syrup, the Frosted Lemonade uses real lemon juice and their premium ice cream. You can taste the difference immediately. The texture is perfect, thick enough to feel substantial, but not so thick that it's difficult to drink through a straw. It's refreshing without being overly sweet, and the tartness cuts through any richness from your meal perfectly. A former employee shared the preparation process. The Frosted Lemonade was actually one of my favorite things to make. It's simple, just lemonade and ice cream in the blender. But the proportions have to be exact. When it's made right, it's genuinely delicious. From a value perspective, you're getting a premium beverage experience that you literally cannot get anywhere else. While $3.75 might seem expensive for a drink, compare it to Starbucks Frappuccinos at $4.95 or specialty smoothies at other chains. It's actually reasonably priced for what you're getting. The seasonal variations make it even better. The Frosted Strawberry Lemonade, available during summer months, adds real strawberry puree to the mix, creating an even more complex and satisfying flavor profile. Nutritionally, it's exactly what you'd expect from a dessert beverage. It's not health food, but at 350 calories for a medium, it's not excessive either. It's a treat that feels special without being completely indulgent. Ask any Chick-fil-A insider about the best value on the menu, and they'll point you toward the Chicken Minis. Available only during breakfast hours, these bite-sized chicken and biscuit combinations represent everything great about Chick-fil-A in a perfectly portioned, reasonably priced package. At $4.39 for a 4-count, you're getting 4 mini versions of their famous chicken biscuit. But the value proposition is even better than it appears. Each mini contains a nugget-sized piece of their signature fried chicken on a fresh-baked mini biscuit, creating the perfect ratio of protein to carbohydrate. The genius of chicken minis lies in their proportions. Regular chicken biscuits can sometimes feel overwhelming. Too much bread or too much chicken. The minis solve this problem by creating perfect bite-sized portions where every element is in harmony. They are made using the same recipe as their full-sized versions, but the smaller format means they stay fresher, longer, and have a better crust-to-interior ratio. They're buttery without being greasy, flaky without falling apart, and substantial enough to hold the chicken without overwhelming it. The convenience factor is also significant. Chicken minis are perfect for eating in the car, sharing with others, or portion control. You can eat 2 and feel satisfied, or eat all 4 for a substantial breakfast. The flexibility makes them appealing to a wide range of customers. From a nutritional standpoint, they're well-balanced. 4 minis contain 370 calories, 19 grams of protein, and reasonable amounts of fat and carbohydrates. Compare that to most fast food breakfast options, and it's actually quite reasonable. Customer loyalty to chicken minis is intense. Social media is filled with people lamenting when they arrive after 10:30 a.m. and can't order them. This cult following isn't accidental. It's the result of a genuinely superior product at a fair price. The Spicy Deluxe sandwich represents Chick-fil-A at its absolute best. At $6.19, it's not the cheapest item on the menu, but it delivers exceptional value through superior ingredients, perfect execution, and a flavor profile that keeps customers coming back. The foundation is their spicy chicken breast. The same high-quality protein as their original sandwich, but with a spice blend that adds complexity without overwhelming heat. The spice level is perfectly calibrated to appeal to a broad audience while still providing genuine flavor enhancement. But what makes the Deluxe version special are the additions: pepper jack cheese, lettuce, tomato, and their signature sauce. Each component is carefully selected to complement the spicy chicken. The pepper jack adds creaminess and additional heat. The lettuce provides crunch and freshness, The tomato adds acidity and moisture, and the sauce ties everything together. Chick-fil-A uses a brioche-style bun that's toasted to perfection, crispy on the outside, soft on the inside, with just enough sweetness to balance the spicy chicken. It's substantial enough to hold all the ingredients without falling apart, but not so thick that it overwhelms the other flavors. From a value perspective, you're getting a restaurant-quality sandwich for fast food prices. The ingredient quality is genuinely high. The chicken is hand-breaded and pressure-fried to order. The vegetables are fresh, and the cheese is real pepper jack, not processed cheese product. The nutritional profile is reasonable for what you're getting. At 550 calories, it's substantial enough to be a complete meal, with 28 grams of protein providing genuine satiety. The fat content, while present, comes primarily from the chicken and cheese, rather than excessive sauce or processed ingredients. Customer satisfaction scores for the Spicy Deluxe are consistently among the highest for any fast food sandwich. The combination of quality ingredients, expert preparation, and reasonable pricing creates a product that exceeds expectations rather than merely meeting them. There's a reason the original chicken sandwich built Chick-fil-A's reputation and continues to be their signature item. At $4.75, it represents perhaps the best value proposition in all of fast food. A hand-breaded, pressure-fried chicken breast served on a toasted bun with pickles and their signature sauce. The chicken breast is the star, and it's genuinely exceptional. Hand-breaded using a proprietary seasoning blend, then pressure-fried in peanut oil, it achieves a perfect balance of crispy exterior and juicy interior that most restaurants struggle to replicate. The pressure frying technique, borrowed from traditional Southern cooking, ensures the chicken cooks evenly while retaining moisture. The breading is a masterpiece of food science. It's seasoned with a blend of spices that enhances the chicken flavor without masking it, and the texture provides a satisfying crunch without being overly thick or greasy. Multiple attempts by competitors to replicate this breading have failed because it's not just about the ingredients, it's about the technique and timing. The simplicity of the sandwich is deceptive. Just chicken, pickles, and sauce on a toasted bun, but each component is executed perfectly. The pickles provide acidity and crunch that cuts through the richness of the fried chicken. The sauce, a mayonnaise-based blend with hints of mustard and spices, adds creaminess and tang without overwhelming the chicken. The bun is toasted to the perfect level, warm and slightly crispy on the outside, soft and pillowy on the inside. It's substantial enough to hold the chicken and condiments without falling apart, but not so thick that it dominates the sandwich. From a value perspective, you're getting restaurant-quality fried chicken for less than $5. The chicken breast is substantial, typically 4 to 5 ounces of actual meat, and the preparation quality rivals what you'd find at casual dining restaurants charging $12 to $15 for similar dishes. The nutritional profile is reasonable for fried chicken. At 440 calories with 19 grams of protein, it's satisfying without being excessive. The fat content, while present, comes primarily from the frying oil and is balanced by the protein content. Customer loyalty to the original chicken sandwich is legendary. It's the item that built Chick-fil-A's reputation and continues to drive customer visits. The consistency across locations and over time is remarkable. A sandwich ordered today tastes essentially the same as one ordered 20 years ago. The bottom line. The difference between the items you should avoid and the items you should order comes down to 3 key factors: value, execution, and purpose. The items to avoid all suffer from fundamental problems. They're either overpriced for what you get, poorly executed, or trying to be something Chick-fil-A isn't good at. When you order these items, you're paying premium prices for subpar experiences. The items you should order: the chicken biscuit, frosted lemonade, chicken minis, spicy deluxe sandwich, and original chicken sandwich, represent Chick-fil-A at its best. They showcase the company's strengths: high-quality fried chicken, excellent customer service, and attention to detail. When you order these items, you're getting genuine value for your money. The pattern is clear. Stick to what Chick-fil-A does best. They're a fried chicken restaurant that happens to serve other things, not a health food restaurant or a general fast food chain. When they try to be something they're not, like with the grilled options, the results are disappointing. When they focus on their core competencies, fried chicken, fresh biscuits, and quality ingredients, they're unbeatable. The next time you pull into that drive-thru, remember, not all menu items are created equal. Some represent genuine value and quality, while others are overpriced disappointments designed to boost profit margins. Now you know the difference. If you found this breakdown helpful, make sure to subscribe for more insider insights into your favorite restaurants. We're pulling back the curtain on the entire fast food industry, one menu at a time, because you deserve to know what you're really paying for.